Top 25 Classroom Assistant Interview Questions and Answers. In this video, we will explore the top 25 interview questions commonly asked to classroom assistants. Preparing for these questions can significantly enhance your chances of making a positive impression during your interview. We will also provide insightful answers to each question, helping you understand what interviewers are looking for. This guidance will equip you with the confidence needed to showcase your skills effectively. 1. What inspired you to become a classroom assistant? My inspiration to become a classroom assistant stemmed from my passion for education and helping children grow. Watching teachers positively impact students' lives made me realize that I wanted to play a supportive role in that journey. I believe every child has unique potential, and I wanted to be part of a nurturing environment that fosters learning and development. The joy of seeing a child grasp a new concept or develop socially is incredibly rewarding. Being a classroom assistant allows me to contribute to their educational experiences while building meaningful connections with them. 2. What experience do you have working with children? I have several years of experience working with children in various settings, including schools, summer camps, and community programs. My roles have involved supporting classroom activities, assisting teachers with lesson implementation, and providing one-on-one support to children who need extra help. I have worked with diverse age groups, from toddlers to pre-teens, focusing on fostering their social and academic skills. This experience has enabled me to understand different learning styles and adapt my approach to meet each child's unique needs effectively. Building strong relationships with students has been a rewarding aspect of my journey. 3. How would you support a child who is struggling with a task? To support a child who is struggling with a task, I would first assess their understanding of the material. I would ask guiding questions to identify specific areas of difficulty. Then, I would offer tailored assistance, breaking down the task into smaller, manageable steps. Utilizing visual aids or hands-on activities can also help reinforce concepts. Encouragement is crucial, so I would celebrate small achievements to boost their confidence. Additionally, I would maintain open communication with the teacher to ensure we are aligned in our approach and can provide consistent support. 4. Can you describe a time when you helped a student overcome a challenge? One instance that stands out was when I worked with a student who struggled with reading comprehension. They felt discouraged and often avoided participating in reading activities. I took the time to understand their interests and tailored reading materials to include topics they loved. Together, we set small, achievable goals, celebrating each success. Gradually, their confidence grew, and I noticed their engagement increased. By providing consistent encouragement and implementing interactive reading games, the student not only improved their skills but also developed a newfound love for reading. 5. How do you handle disruptive behavior in the classroom? When addressing disruptive behavior in the classroom, I first assess the situation to understand the root cause. I approach the student calmly and privately to discuss their behavior, helping them recognize its impact on their peers and learning environment. Establishing clear expectations and consequences is essential. I also promote positive reinforcement by acknowledging good behavior, which encourages a supportive atmosphere. Collaborating with teachers allows us to implement consistent strategies, ensuring that all students feel safe and respected while learning effectively. 6. What strategies do you use to encourage positive behavior? To encourage positive behavior, I implement a variety of strategies. First, I establish clear expectations and consistently reinforce them, ensuring that students understand what is acceptable. I use positive reinforcement, such as praise and rewards, to acknowledge good behavior, which motivates students to continue making positive choices. Additionally, I create engaging and interactive lessons that capture students' interest, reducing the likelihood of disruptive behavior. Regular check-ins with students help me identify any issues before they escalate, fostering a supportive environment where positive behavior is recognized and celebrated. 7. How do you assist students with special educational needs, SEN? Assisting students with special educational needs, SEN, requires a tailored approach. I begin by understanding each child's specific needs and strengths through close collaboration with teachers and parents. I adapt materials and activities to ensure accessibility, using visual aids, hands-on learning, and technology as needed. Additionally, I encourage peer support and foster an inclusive environment where all students feel valued. Regular monitoring and positive reinforcement help build their confidence, promoting both academic and social development. Being patient and empathetic is key in this process. 8. What role do you believe a classroom assistant plays in a student's learning? A classroom assistant plays a crucial role in a student's learning journey by providing personalized support and encouragement. They help create a nurturing environment where students feel safe to express themselves and take risks in their learning. Assistants can offer tailored assistance, addressing individual needs and learning styles, which enhances student engagement and understanding. They collaborate with teachers to reinforce lesson content, facilitate group activities, and foster social skills. By building strong relationships with students, classroom assistants can inspire confidence and a love for learning, contributing to their academic and personal growth. 9. How do you work with teachers to support lesson plans? Collaboration with teachers is vital for effectively supporting lesson plans. I start by discussing the lesson objectives and identifying specific areas where I can contribute. This may involve preparing materials, setting up activities, or providing one-on-one assistance to students. I ensure I understand the teaching methods and adapt my support accordingly, so it complements the teacher's approach. Regular communication is key. I share observations about student progress and any challenges they face, allowing us to adjust strategies as needed and enhance the learning experience for all students. 10. How would you help a child who feels left out or bullied? To support a child who feels left out or bullied, I would first create a safe and open environment for them to express their feelings. Listening attentively is crucial. I would encourage them to share their experiences without judgment. I would then work with the child to develop coping strategies, such as finding supportive friends or engaging in group activities that promote inclusion. Collaborating with teachers and parents is essential to ensure a consistent approach and to monitor the child's progress. Building their self-esteem through positive reinforcement and encouraging participation in various activities can also help them feel more included. 11. What experience do you have with classroom technology or learning tools? I have extensive experience with various classroom technologies and learning tools that enhance student engagement and understanding. I have used interactive whiteboards to facilitate lessons, allowing for dynamic presentations that cater to different learning styles. Additionally, I am familiar with educational software and applications designed for both academic subjects and special needs, such as speech-to-text tools and interactive learning games. My experience also includes training students on how to use these tools effectively, ensuring they can access the resources independently and confidently. 12. How do you ensure all students are engaged in activities? To ensure all students are engaged in activities, I employ a variety of teaching strategies tailored to different learning styles. I begin by assessing students' interests and abilities, allowing me to create inclusive and relevant activities. Incorporating hands-on learning, group work, and interactive discussions helps maintain engagement. I also regularly circulate the classroom, providing individual support and encouragement. By fostering a positive atmosphere where students feel valued and heard, I can motivate them to actively participate and contribute to their learning experience. 13. Can you give an example of how you've supported a child's social development? One example of supporting a child's social development involved a student who struggled to make friends. I organized small group activities that encouraged collaboration, allowing them to interact with peers in a structured environment. By assigning roles in group tasks, I helped the child build confidence and take on leadership responsibilities. I also facilitated discussions about feelings and empathy, which allowed the students to express themselves and understand each other better. Over time, I noticed this child becoming more engaged and forming friendships, which significantly improved their social skills. 14. How do you handle confidential information about students? Handling confidential information about students is of utmost importance. I ensure that I only share sensitive information with authorized personnel and maintain discretion in discussions. I keep all records secure and access them only when necessary for supporting the student's educational needs. I also educate myself on school policies regarding confidentiality and adhere strictly to those guidelines. Trust is vital in building relationships with students and their families, so I prioritize safeguarding their privacy to foster a supportive and respectful environment. 15. What would you do if a student became upset or emotional? When a student becomes upset or emotional, my first step would be to ensure they feel safe and supported. I would approach them calmly and give them space if needed, allowing them to express their feelings. Listening actively is crucial. I would validate their emotions and reassure them that it's okay to feel this way. Depending on the situation, I might guide them through calming techniques, such as deep breathing. If necessary, I would involve a teacher or counselor to provide additional support, ensuring that the student knows they are not alone in handling their emotions. 16. How do you adapt your support for different age groups? Adapting support for different age groups involves understanding the developmental stages and learning needs of children. For younger children, I focus on hands-on activities and visual aids to engage them effectively. I use simple language and encourage play-based learning to keep them motivated. For older students, I promote independence by offering more complex tasks and fostering critical thinking skills. I also tailor my communication style, providing guidance while allowing them to express their thoughts and ideas. This approach helps create an inclusive environment where every child can thrive according to their age and abilities. 17. What do you think are the most important qualities of a classroom assistant? A successful classroom assistant must possess patience, empathy, and strong communication skills. Patience is crucial when working with children, as they may require repeated explanations and support. Empathy allows the assistant to understand and relate to students' feelings, creating a safe learning environment. Strong communication skills are essential for effectively collaborating with teachers and engaging with students. Additionally, being adaptable and resourceful helps address diverse learning needs. A positive attitude can inspire students and foster a love for learning, making these qualities vital for success in this role. 18. How do you stay patient when working with challenging students? Staying patient while working with challenging students requires a combination of self-awareness and effective strategies. First, I remind myself that every child has unique circumstances affecting their behavior. I focus on maintaining a calm demeanor, using deep breathing techniques when I feel frustration rising. Additionally, I practice empathy by trying to understand the student's perspective. Setting clear expectations and providing consistent support helps create a structured environment. I also take breaks when needed, ensuring I return to the situation with a fresh mindset, ready to engage positively with the student. 19. Have you ever assisted with classroom preparation or administrative tasks? I have indeed assisted with classroom preparation and administrative tasks in previous roles. This involved organizing classroom materials, setting up learning stations, and preparing resources for lessons. I also helped maintain student records, including attendance and assessment data, ensuring everything was up to date for teachers. By supporting these tasks, I contributed to a smooth-running classroom environment, allowing teachers to focus more on instruction and student engagement. My attention to detail and organizational skills were key in making sure everything was ready for the students. 20. How would you handle a conflict between two students? When handling a conflict between two students, I would first separate them to allow for a cool-down period. Next, I would speak to each student individually to understand their perspectives and feelings about the situation. This helps them feel heard and valued. After gathering information, I would bring them together to facilitate a discussion, guiding them to express their feelings and work towards a resolution. Encouraging them to find common ground and agree on how to move forward fosters conflict resolution skills and reinforces positive relationships among peers. 21. What experience do you have with reading or math support? I have extensive experience providing reading and math support to students of varying ages and abilities. In my previous role, I worked closely with struggling readers, implementing phonics-based interventions and guided reading sessions to enhance their comprehension and fluency. For math support, I utilized hands-on activities and visual aids to help students grasp challenging concepts, ensuring they develop a solid foundation. I regularly assessed their progress and adapted my strategies to meet their individual needs, fostering a supportive learning environment that encourages growth and confidence in these critical subjects. 22. How do you encourage independence in students? Encouraging independence in students involves providing them with opportunities to make choices and take responsibility for their learning. I would start by setting clear expectations and gradually allowing students to take on more challenging tasks. This includes breaking down assignments into manageable steps and guiding them through the process. I would also celebrate their successes, no matter how small, to build their confidence. Additionally, fostering a supportive environment where students feel safe to express their ideas can encourage them to explore and learn independently. 23. What do you enjoy most about working with children? Working with children brings immense joy and fulfillment. Their curiosity and creativity inspire me daily, and witnessing their growth and development is incredibly rewarding. I cherish the moments when a child grasps a new concept or overcomes a challenge, as it highlights the impact I can have on their learning journey. Each child's unique personality and perspective enrich my experience, making every day in the classroom dynamic and exciting. Building trusting relationships with students allows me to support them effectively and create a positive environment where they feel valued and encouraged. 24. How do you handle feedback from teachers or supervisors? I view feedback as a vital tool for personal and professional growth. When receiving feedback from teachers or supervisors, I actively listen to their insights, ensuring I fully understand their perspectives. I ask clarifying questions if needed, demonstrating my commitment to improvement. After reflecting on the feedback, I implement the suggestions into my practice, adjusting my approach to better support students. I also appreciate constructive criticism as an opportunity to enhance my skills, fostering a collaborative environment where continuous learning is encouraged. 25. Why should we choose you for this classroom assistant role? I believe I should be chosen for this role because of my strong commitment to fostering a positive and inclusive learning environment. My experience working with children has equipped me with the skills needed to support diverse learning needs effectively. I am passionate about helping students reach their full potential, and I adapt my approach based on individual requirements. My ability to collaborate with teachers ensures that I contribute meaningfully to lesson plans. I am also patient, compassionate, and dedicated, making me an ideal fit for your team. In this video, we've explored the top 25 classroom assistant interview questions and provided insightful answers to help you prepare effectively. Whether you're new to the role or looking to brush up on your skills, understanding these questions can boost your confidence and performance in interviews. Remember, preparation is key to making a great impression. If you found this information helpful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Thank you for watching, and best of luck with your interview.